The lights dim slowly inside the arena, the noise of the crowd building into a deafening roar, and somewhere in that electric atmosphere, one name begins to rise above all the others: Luka Dončić. It's not just a trend, not just another viral moment, but something deeper, something that feels like the beginning of a story people will be talking about for years. And if you think you already know why Luka is trending, you might want to stay until the very end, because this story has layers you didn't see coming. It didn't explode out of nowhere. The buzz around Luka has been building quietly, like pressure beneath the surface, waiting for the perfect moment to erupt into something unstoppable. Game after game, performance after performance, he kept adding fuel to a fire that was already burning. Then came the night that changed everything. Under the brightest lights, with expectations sky high, Luka stepped onto the court and delivered a performance that felt almost unreal, dropping over 40 points while making it look effortless, like he was playing a completely different game from everyone else on the floor. But what made it truly special wasn't just the scoring. It was the way he controlled every second of the game, dictating the pace, reading defenders like an open book, and turning even the smallest openings into unforgettable highlights. Defenders tried everything: double teams, pressure, physical play, but nothing seemed to slow him down. Every move Luka made felt calculated, precise, and just one step ahead of everyone else. And then there were the passes. Those no-look assists that made fans jump out of their seats, the kind of plays that don't just earn points but leave people wondering how it was even possible. Within minutes, social media exploded. Clips spread like wildfire, fans flooded comment sections, and analysts began breaking down every moment, trying to understand what they had just witnessed. Suddenly, the conversation shifted. It wasn't just about a great game anymore. It became a bigger question: was Luka Dončić now the most dominant player in basketball? That question led straight into MVP talks, where his name began appearing more and more, mentioned alongside the very best in the league, with people debating whether this was finally his year to take that crown. But what makes it even more intense is where all of this is happening, with the Los Angeles Lakers, one of the most iconic franchises in sports history, where every performance is magnified and every mistake is remembered. Playing in that environment is never easy. The pressure is constant, the expectations are relentless, and the spotlight never fades. Yet Luka seems to thrive in it, almost as if he was built for this exact moment. And then there's the presence of LeBron James, a legend whose shadow looms large over the team, creating a dynamic that has fans and analysts watching every interaction, every play, every shared moment on the court. Some believe that pairing would create pressure too heavy to handle, that expectations would become overwhelming. But instead, Luka has turned it into motivation, elevating his game even further. As the wins began to stack up, the narrative grew stronger. These weren't just victories, they were statements, proof that something powerful was building within the team. And at the center of it all stood Luka, not just as a player, but as a leader shaping the direction of something that could become truly dangerous. Yet beyond the bright lights and roaring crowds lies a different side of Luka Dončić, one that many fans are only beginning to understand. Long before the fame, before the headlines, Luka was just a young boy in Slovenia, driven by passion and guided by a dream that seemed almost impossible at the time. His family played a critical role in that journey. His father, a former basketball player, introduced him to the game early, while his mother supported him through every challenge and opportunity. Even now, with global recognition and overwhelming attention, Luka remains grounded, often reflecting the values and discipline that were instilled in him from a young age. Off the court, his life is surprisingly calm compared to the chaos of his career. He values time with loved ones, moments of peace, and staying connected to where it all began. But success at this level doesn't just bring fame, it brings fortune. Luka Dončić's net worth has grown into tens of millions, fueled by massive contracts, endorsements, and a global fanbase that continues to expand. Still, what makes Luka truly stand out isn't the money or the fame. It's the relentless drive, the hunger that shows in every game, every possession, every second he spends on the court. There's a look in his eyes, a fire that suggests he's not satisfied with what he's already achieved, as if he knows there's something even bigger waiting ahead. Fans are beginning to sense it too, that this isn't the peak, not even close. This is just the beginning of something far greater than anyone expected. Because Luka isn't just chasing wins or awards. He's chasing legacy, the kind that puts your name among the greatest to ever play the game. And with every highlight, every viral moment, every dominating performance, he's getting closer to that goal, step by step, game by game. But here's where things take an unexpected turn, because greatness always comes with pressure, and the higher you rise, the heavier that pressure becomes. What happens when every game becomes a test, when every performance is expected to be legendary, when the world stops watching for entertainment and starts watching for perfection? Will Luka Dončić continue to rise above it all and cement his place at the very top, or is there a twist waiting just around the corner that could change everything we think we know? Because in the world of sports, the story is never finished, and sometimes, the most shocking chapter is the one no one sees coming. So stay locked in, keep watching, and if you don't want to miss what happens next in this unbelievable journey, make sure you subscribe to Celescore TV, because the next twist in Luka's story might be closer than you think.